power.
Power.
Comrades, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Comrades, wisdom.
Wisdom. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
These are clinical officers under the umbrella of Kenya Clinical Officers Union, Bungoma branch. I'm Simon Kwemoyo, the chairperson of the Kuko Bungoma branch. We are here because of the ongoing strike of clinical officers in Bungoma. In fact, it is a national. So I would like to bring to the attention of the public some few issues why we are on strike. Thereafter, my secretary will go through a whole presser. Now, why we are here, or why we are on strike, is because of the issues of SHA, the Social Health Authority, that is mandated to offer universal health care to all Kenyans across board. So we are here because of blatant discrimination of members of our union from SHA, participation in SHA affairs. One, our members are multidisciplinary. There are specialties in various areas of medical care. We have cataract surgeons, we have anesthetists, we have chest medicine, and all areas across the practice of medicine. Now, the problem we have with SHA is that it does not allow our members to pre-authorize. Like I'm seeing a patient as a cataract surgeon, I am not allowed to use my clinical officer's council number. I'm supposed to use another cadre's registration number or license number. That is impersonification. Like I am a surgeon, but I allow someone who does not do the work I do to pre-authorize or to sign for me as the one doing the procedure. That is very, very illegal and discriminatory and unprofessional, because by the end of the day, the person who have done the procedures is who? Is the person whose signature or whose number appears the KMBDC number. But practically, who was working? A clinical officer specialist who cannot use his number. That is discrimination, and as clinical officers countrywide, we have refused. We reject that kind of approach to issues of SHA. That leads to delay of care to patients. Because you can imagine, like I'm seeing a patient and I can't use my number. I have to wait for someone passing on the corridors or that refer the patient to a level 4 or 5 where he can get that pre-authorization. So the SHA, the people who are managing SHA, find it in their own wisdom that let us only allow one cadre to be empaneled. And these are members of the KMBDC. In healthcare provision, we have several regulatory bodies. Clinical officers, we have Clinical Officers Council, COC, which regulates our training, practice, and licensing. Why was it locked out of SHA? And 90% of healthcare providers across Kenya are clinical officers. You go to all levels of care, level 2, 3, 4, and even 5. The people you see first there are clinical officers. So this brings it to our knowledge that a group of people or cartels deliberately chose to put our members off the SHA affairs, which is very, very wrong. Now, clinical officers therefore are on strike till that thing is regulated or is normalized. We started the strike in January 18th, but the COG, Council of Governors, showed an indication that they are going to work on it within 21 days. So we suspended the strike up to 18th of February. on assumption that by the end of that issue is supposed to have been resolved. But what are we seeing now? Nothing has happened. Therefore, our members shall continue, and we are ready to continue being on strike till that issue is sorted out. Now, I want to mention one more thing on comprehensive health cover. It is a provision by law that the employer shall provide comprehensive health coverage to its members. In Bungoma County, we have preterm. Preterm has been there for quite some time. But the experience of our members is that either preterm is unable to provide the services, or the county government has chosen to take us for a ride. We have several of our members who have gone to health to get the services, but they can't. They are being asked to pay out of pocket. Therefore, we are on this strike, and we are there to remain till we get proof that preterm is working. And we are not ready to relent or give up on this.
For the state, my name is Ekisa Ambuche Jr. I am the branch secretary and the National Executive Council member, Kenya Union of Clinical Officers. I'm going to read the press statement from the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, Bungoma branch, dated 21st February 2025. The Kenya Union of Clinical Officers wishes to inform the public of the resumption of the national industrial action by the clinical officers, which commenced on Tuesday, 18th February 2025. The decision follows the expiry of a 21-day suspension period granted to the Council of Governors and the Ministry of Health to address the outstanding grievances raised by the union. Regrettably, no meaningful progress has been made to resolve issues, leaving us with no option but to resume the industrial action. The strike stems from the blatant breach of the return truck agreement signed and registered in court on 8th July 2024, which brought to an end a 99-day strike. The agreement was meant to address critical issues affecting clinical officers across the country. However, to date, the county government of Bungoma, among other stakeholders, has failed to honor the commitment as outlined in the agreement that was signed. The specific grievances include: 1. Promotion and redesignation of clinical officers. The agreement stipulated that the promotion and redesignation of clinical officers will be conducted in accordance with public service guidelines and policies by 1st September 2024. To date, no action has been taken to implement those provisions. Clinical officers are still waiting and suffering for the hunger for being promoted and redesignated. Number 2 is the recruitment of additional clinical officers. The agreement mandated the recruitment of 450 clinical officers. Here, shortage of healthcare workers. The Kenya Union of Clinical Officers wishes to express its sincere apologies to the public for the inconvenience caused by this industrial action. However, we have been left with no alternative but to take this path, as our repeated attempts to engage the have been met with inaction in regard of our legitimate concerns. The strike will continue, matters are fully addressed, and the commitment made in the return truck agreement are honored. With the Council of Governors, the Ministry of Health, and the county government swiftly and respond to resolve these issues in the Kenyan public and the healthcare system. We remain committed to dialogue and urge all parties to return to the negotiating table with the sincerity and genuine willingness.
Baada ya siku 21, serikali yetu katika Wizara ya Afya na Council of Governors hawakutenda vile waliakiza, walitupika chenga. Na sisi kama union tukaona kwamba tushurutishe serikali kwa kuanza mgomo ambao tuko nao. Ulianza tarehe 18 na sasa tunaendelea nao katika jimbo la Bungoma. Tujue kwamba wagonjwa wengi katika hospitali zetu za serikali kuanzia level 2, level 3, mtu wa kwanza kwa hudumia ni clinical officer, ni tabibu. Tumeondoa maafisa wetu tukitaka kwamba serikali itekeleze CBA kwa na mambo kadhaa ya allowance, ikiwemo mambo ya promotion, ikiwemo mambo ya redistribution. Na katika mambo ya promotion, hiyo ni mambo ambayo iko kwa county. County yetu ya Bungoma haija promote. Kuna ile level na kuna ile miaka katika saa mitatu kimiko sana kana asuluhisho katika job. Kwa kaunti yetu tumekuwa na kujikazi wetu, kitu ambacho kimewafunja roho. Kwa kaunti yetu tumekuwa na kujikazi wetu, kitu ambacho kimewafunja roho, hawafanyi kazi na morali ya kutosha. Kuna wenzetu wameenda shule, wametoka shule wanafanya specialized work, lakini wanalipwa tu kama madaktari, kama clinical officer wa kawaida mwenye hajaenda shule. Redistribution. Hayo ndio mambo tumetaka kaunti yetu iangalie, ipromote wafanyikazi, iresent wafanyikazi wetu ili kazi. Kuna mambo pia katika kaunti yetu, kuna kitu inaitwa comprehensive cover. Hapo nyuma tumekuwa na preterm, lakini kama union tumeona kwamba wafanyikazi wetu wenzetu, wanachama wetu wanahangaika, wanarely kwa SHA, na SHA pia imekuwa na changamoto zake. Ni kwamba unaenda hospitali unakuwa forced kuweka mkono kwa mfuko. Huduma ambayo hospitali unakuwa forced kuweka mkono kwa mfuko. Huduma ambayo unatolea mgonjwa, wewe mwenyewe ukiwa mgonjwa huwezi ipata. Inabidi kwamba ulipie, sababu preterm yetu haifanyi. Ndio tunataka serikali yetu ya county, ya jimbo la county ya Bungoma irejeshe comprehensive medical cover, ambayo ni haki, ambayo ni sheria kwamba kila county ikuwe imepewa wafanyikazi wake comprehensive medical cover. Kuna jambo la UHC. UHC tumeona wafanyikazi wetu wanachama wetu wakihangaika sana. Wanataka kuwekwa katika ile hali ya permanent and pensionable. Lakini serikali ya county inawatoza kwa national. So wanahangaika hapa katikati katika malipo duni. Wanalipwa pesa kidogo sana. Neno la tatu ambalo katika kaunti yetu ifanye ni kwamba clinical officer na unamlipa pesa kidogo kuliko mwenyewe clinical officer, na unamlipa pesa kidogo kuliko mwingine mwenyako kwa permanent and pensionable. Tumetaka ile tulma ambayo ni kinya labor, kwamba unapoandika kama clinical officer mwingine, mambo ya kuwa na daraja, sisi kama union tumepinga. Katika swala la SHA ambalo swala ni la serikali kuu, tumeona kwamba SHA inataka kutenga maafisa tabibu. Inaweka kwamba mimi nikitaka kufanya operation, niko na mgonjwa ambaye hata surgery, ni kwamba uende uombe nambari katika kada nyingine. Na tuelewe kwamba katika afya kuna vitengo kama 24, na kila kada iko na kazi yake ambayo inajulikana. Shirika la SHA limekuwa la kunyanyasa, limekuwa la kutenga viwango vingine. Nataka kujua tu kitengo kimoja cha KMBDC. Imesahau kwamba sisi kama maafisa tabibu tuko na chetu inaitwa clinical officer council. Kwa hivyo nataka serikali yetu naitwa Agry Khakina, niko mwenyekiti wa Kenya Union of Clinical Officers jimbo la Bungoma. Kwa hivyo kisha hapa ili tuwape habari mgomo ambayo tuko nao ni wa kitaifa, na sisi kama nataka kutoa kwamba mgomo huu ungeweza kuepukika wakati serikali ilituomba 21 kwamba itakuwa imetimiza mahitaji yetu. Sisi tutawacha kazi, tutakaa nyumbani, tutagoma na wananchi wataendelea kuumia.